Hi folks, are you thinking about getting your Oregon contractor's license? Or maybe you already have your license but you just want to save some money on the bonding and liability insurance? Well, stick around. You've come to the right place. Hi folks, I'm Larry Lapkin with 5 Star Insurance Services. I'm a licensed insurance broker and I've been writing insurance policies for Oregon contractors for over 20 years. You know, I get a lot of calls from Oregonians with questions about the type of insurance or bonding that they need to comply with the Oregon Contractors License Board. So I thought it might be helpful to put together a short video to help guide you through what you need. Now in this video, we're going to talk about the type of insurance that the Oregon CCB requires, the type of bond that you need to carry, what does the insurance and bonding actually cover, how much does it cost, and how do you get a quote? So the type of insurance that's required by the state of Oregon in order to get your contractor's license is called commercial general liability insurance. Now for residential contractors, the amount that the state of Oregon requires that you carry, it kind of varies from anywhere from $100,000 up to $500,000. For commercial contractors, you're going to need $1 million. Now here's the deal. I suggest that you just go for the $1 million policy. Why? Because the cost difference is very minimal, and chances are that if you're working as a subcontractor, the contractor that you're going to be working for will probably require that you have the $1 million limits anyway. So don't mess around with lower limits, go with the $1 million coverage. Now, let's talk about license bonds. In the state of Oregon, the state has different bond requirements depending on which type of license you have. So for example, for a residential general contractor, they require a $20,000 bond. For a residential specialty contractor, they require a $15,000 bond. And for a residential limited contractor, they require a $10,000 bond. Now it's even different yet again for commercial bonds. For a commercial general contractor, they require a $75,000 bond. And for a commercial general contractor, they require a $20,000 bond. Now, we can help you sort that out with the state when you are ready to get your bond. We are in direct contact with the state of Oregon CCB, and we can help guide you through that process. Again, all of the paperwork for the bond we take care of for you. You don't have to send anything. Only thing you need to do is maybe sign the bond. The bonding companies are very good about knowing how to handle that. We've been doing it a long time, so we will again take care of that for you. Okay, we get a lot of questions about whether a bond or your bond needs to be renewed, and the bonds are typically purchased for anywhere from 1 year up to maybe 4 years. And so you can select what the term of the bond is when you first purchase that bond. But if it comes up for renewal, it has to be filed again with the state of Oregon, CCB. So again, that's something we can help you out with. Get a lot of questions about what dictates the pricing of your bond. Well, there's a few things that factor into that. The first thing, of course, is the bonding companies do run a credit check. Obviously, somebody with good credit is going to get the best price. If your credit isn't so good, expect to pay more for your bond. I just talked a minute ago about the term of the bond. Obviously, a 1-year bond would be less expensive than a 4-year bond, but you can save some money if you go with a longer bond per year. Okay, as far as the pricing for your liability insurance goes, the pricing for liability insurance, again, is going to depend on a few things. It's going to depend, first of all, on what type of work are you doing. Obviously, a roofer is going to pay more for their liability insurance than a drywall contractor or an electrical contractor. The other thing that dictates how much the premium is going to be for your policy is what your payroll to your employees, the guys that are actually doing the work, and the sub costs. You're probably going to be subbing out some work. So the carrier wants to know how much work are you subcontracting to others. So that will also factor in to the equation. One of our main carriers actually gives a credit if you're just doing remodeling as opposed to ground up construction. So that can be a pretty significant credit, up to 25% can be saved on the cost there. And the other thing is, if you buy the bond and you do the liability insurance with the same carrier, you're going to get a bit of a discount. Again, we take care of all the paperwork that's required by the Oregon Contractors Board for the liability insurance and for the bond. We do it all the time, so we handle all that work for you. So how do you get a quote? Well, it's real simple. There's not even any paperwork involved to getting a quote. We do a short interview with you. We collect some underwriting information, ask you a few basic questions, other information like your payroll that I just talked about, your sales, and your sub costs. And again, are you doing ground up construction, or are you just doing remodeling? And the paperwork that you have to send to us, it can all be done by fax or email. Okay, the pricing for the liability insurance will again depend on the type of trade. I'm going to give you a range for an owner only, meaning that you don't have any employees and you have a small amount of work that you're subcontracting to others. The pricing could be as low as about $950 a year, and I would say the range would be from $950 to maybe $1,250 a year. As soon as you start adding payroll, the price will go up. For every $10,000 of payroll, you can expect to pay probably $300 to $400 additional. So why would you want to do business with 5-Star Insurance Services? There's a number of reasons why. First of all, we've been doing this for over 20 years. We're on a first name basis with the people at the Oregon CCB. They know us. We take care of all the paperwork for you. There's no guesswork involved. It's all done quickly. We prepare the certificate of insurance. And by the way, if you need certificates of insurance for any others that you might be doing work for, we handle that as well. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. I'm Larry with 5-Star Insurance Services, and best wishes to you and much success. Thank you for watching.